Hey everybody, Joy here. It is August 3rd, 2018, and this will be my very last vlog before I turn 68 years old tomorrow. So, I just wanted to say goodbye 67 and 68, here I come, get ready. At least by the time it's my 69th birthday, my husband and I should be fully retired. We should actually be able to take a vacation if the thought enters our mind. You know, we haven't had a vacation ever since, well, we sort of had one when we went to Jim and Deb's, but that was just because Jerry's boat broke. And before that, it was our 25th wedding anniversary, and we took a cruise, which was a big disappointment to us both. But we just never take vacations. We just don't have the time because our business, when you own your own business, you know, the buck stops here. And you just can't be gone because unless you've got backup enough that, you know, but we're a small, big business. We've got like 21 employees. And so each employee has their own particular job, and I have my own particular job, and Jerry has his own particular job. And so we can't be gone because nobody does our jobs but us. And our employees get a little upset when we don't stay and do payroll, you know, things like that, little things. But anyway, I'm all alone today. My daughter came this morning with Lauren. You know, my granddaughter-in-law Lauren, who's married to my grandson Boo Bear. They live up here in Edmond, and so my daughter Tammy takes care of their baby Luke. She takes care of the baby during the week while his mom and daddy work. And so Lauren took today off, so she came with Tammy because Tammy had found a house. You know, once you meet a realtor, they're always sending you stuff saying, oh, come to this house, come to this house, come to this house. Well, somebody sent her this thing and said, oh, there's this house, I'm sure your mother will love it. And so Tammy picked up Lauren, and then she came and she picked me up this morning to go to this house. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, I forgot to take my cell phone, or I would have recorded this. Y'all aren't even going to believe me when I tell you about this house. You're going to think I'm totally making it up. But it was in a real fancy neighborhood, and it has, everybody has like 5 acres. And it's close to Lake Arcadia. And it's real fancy homes, 5,000 square foot homes and bigger, real fancy homes. And so we had to drive, it was pretty far away, and we drove over there and we came to these 2 giant gates and we couldn't get in. And so Jerry called the realtor, and the realtor said, go over to the box and push these numbers in. And so then the great big gate opened and we got to drive in. So we drove in and we followed the curvy road all the way back and all the way around and all the way to the back of this real wooded acreage. Totally different wooded than our house at Texoma. The trees are all real different. So anyway, Tammy pulled up in front of the house, and unbeknownst to me, Lauren took one look at it and went, ick, Papa Jerry's not going to like this. I took one look at it and went, oh no, we would never like this. But Tammy had gone to the trouble to pick us up and take us, and so I was going to be a good sport, and so I just said, okay, well, let's go in and look at it. And so we went inside, and it was massive. The entryway was massive, tall and wide, and had some kind of dark something here and dark something here, and then a rounded archway that you walked through. And it was just real fancy, way over my fancy quota of what I need in my life. I'm a country girl. So anyway, we walked through this big old fancy thing. Then we walk into this great big living room, and first thing it had I didn't like was dark wood floors. So many of the houses we've been in have dark wood floors, very dark, almost black. And then it had real high ceilings, and up in the middle of the ceiling was this gothic looking chandelier. It was real curvy, dark curvy arms with little lights at the top of them, but it wasn't pretty like a chandelier. It was like rustic, like you took it out of an old castle type chandelier. So I thought that was a little spooky. So anyway, then we went into the kitchen, and the kitchen was okay, the laundry room was okay. And then I thought, oh, let's walk out the back sliding doors. My phone's ringing, so you guys hold on, I'll be right back, okay? I can remember what I was telling you. Okay, that was my baby girl, Lindy. Boo Bear's little sister. She's coming over to see me. So anyway, I have to hurry now. But yeah, so there was windows all across the back. And I guess there were sliding doors or some kind of doors. Anyway, I said, let's go out and look at the backyard. Oh. So the backyard, the back patio was just a big rectangular piece of cement that joined the house. And then the whole way around it was this high black iron fence around the patio, not the yard, the patio. And so we look out and you can't see anything but treetops. And so we keep walking to the edge of the patio to where the fence is, the gate, the iron, whatever. And it is straight down as far as you can look. Oh my gosh. Boulders and rocks and weeds and shrubs straight down. I could not. I said, where's the yard? There's two realtors there, two men. I said, where's the yard? They said, well, we might have somebody come out and pull out some of those cedar trees. And the other two girls are thinking the same thing I'm thinking, but we don't know what each other's thinking yet, because I'm trying to be real nice and appreciate the fact my daughter took me to this house, right? So I say, oh, let's go back inside and see what's upstairs. So we go back inside. They show the master bedroom and master bath. The master bedroom was small. I was very disappointed in the size of the master bedroom, but it had a whole separate bathroom for the girl and a whole separate bathroom for the man. And only the man's bathroom had a shower in it. So I said, well, I'm going to be running to Jerry's bathroom all the time. So anyway, we walked up the stairs, which were dark and dreary. Dark wood, dark railings, and they curved. And so we couldn't tell at all what was up there. So we walked, finally got up there. And it was kind of like I had done in Kingston. Y'all have seen my sewing room. They had fit a room into the roof. The only problem was the roof was still there. The roof came down like this low, went up like that. So you could not come up against the wall like this. My head would be on the roof. You'd have to go way down like this. So you'd have to come way out here to where you could stand up in the room, because the roof was that low. So my quilts couldn't have been over 4 feet tall, y'all. I just thought, who designed this room? Then, as we looked around the room and looked at all of the storage and stuff in it, which there was at one end there was room for storage, and they built shelves on that end. But then at the other end, where there was enough room for a door, I saw this doorway. And I said, oh, where does this go to? So I went over to the door, and I opened the door, and started to step, and there's the cliff again. Total cliff. No cement, no wood, no roof, no nothing. If you stepped out, you would fall straight down. I can't believe this home was even legal. I can't believe it even passed inspection. And the two guys are like, well, they were going to put a staircase up there, but they just never did it. I'm like, I can just see my little grandson Luke opening this door and falling to his death. Oh, and of course Tammy and Lauren both were like, that's it, let's go. I just said, you know, I'm a quilter and my quilts are really taller than 4 foot, and I just don't think this is going to work. So we all left, got in the car, and everybody was saying, how horrible! How is anybody ever going to buy this house? Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. So anyway, that was the house. So far, I haven't found any houses near like what Jerry and I love, like what we have down at Lake Texoma. So my guess is we're just going to be staying there for a while. But I wanted to show you. You know, I get lots and lots of comments. I think I got over 70 comments to the tattoo vlog that I did. Was it last week? I think I got over 70 comments. Well, most of them came right away. This one came yesterday. I came home and I looked at my computer, and here was this comment. I want to read it to you. The girl that wrote this, her name's Teresa something or other. You have the nerve to call yourself a Christian. You are so judgmental. It's time for you to learn to keep your opinions to yourself and keep your mouth shut. Teresa. So, that's two remarks I got like that. And isn't it amazing how these lovely type of people that leave these comments, isn't it wonderful that they have a problem with what I said, and I thought I said quite nicely, that they can say something to me so ugly and think that's appropriate for them to say back to me. It is my vlog, you know. It's like, who said? My sister. I said something, oh, did you watch my latest thing? I was making such and such, and she said, oh, that thing's all about you. Well, who would my vlog be about, you guys? I think I've told you this before. I don't really think the neighbors would like me talking about them, or I really don't know a whole lot about anybody but myself in the first place. And I can't hardly remember anybody's opinion but my own, so I'm sorry. But if you come to my vlog, my YouTube channel, I'm afraid you're going to hear about me, what I do and what I think. So if you don't like that, unsubscribe, go away, go find somebody you really like. So what did I make? You said you wanted to see this blouse when I got it done. I put the 3/4 sleeve in, I took the 3/4 sleeve out. I put the 3/4 sleeve back in, I took the 3/4 sleeve back out, and I ended up putting these in. This is Sure Fit Designs. I have found out what was wrong with the armhole. Some lady gave me a link. Very interesting. Oh, I'll have to go back and do it on my blog, I guess. Or you guys always look down in the description underneath my vlogs on YouTube. If you go down under there's a description, if you can't see it, you can click on it and it'll open up. And I'll put the link down there. And it's a girl, really, really smart, way smarter than me girl. She has little kids, and so she got smart really young. And she did this amazing tutorial on sleeves. She actually takes, hold on. She takes a tissue box. She doesn't do it, but she shows it to you. She found it on somebody else's website or blog. And she cuts a hole in it. And then she takes paper, or the tutorial shows you how she took paper and she stuck it in the hole of the box. And so she uses this illustration of how many different ways you can make a sleeve. And some people make it straight, and some people make it tilted, and some people make it down farther, and how all the different sleeve caps can be. And it's very, very interesting. So if you're a seamstress and you're interested in learning more about sleeves, you'll like it like I did. So anyway, I decided the problem that I did when I was putting the original 3/4 sleeve in here, your sleeve cap should be about a 1/2 inch longer than the hole that you're putting it in. That's why you ease it. You gather it just a little bit, although this girl says, that's stupid, why do you want gathers in your sleeve? So I'm like, wow, that's different. But anyway, the sleeve that I made turned out smaller than the armhole. I could not figure out. I'm like, this is Sure Fit Designs. I've done this a million times. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? What I did wrong was, when I draw my pattern, my shoulder is 4 3/4 inches. The shoulder on the Sure Fit Designs is like, say, 5 1/4 maybe. And so I come back and I draw my dot at the 4 3/4 line because that's where my shoulder is right here, okay? So then you're supposed to draw from here, your shoulder line, down to the 42 dot or whatever your dot you're going to. Well, I knew that and I've always done it. But I have always felt like there's too much material here. And so my lightning fast mind, I decided that this time I would not only start up here at 4 3/4 inches, I would bring the line in here, instead of leaving the rest of the line out so far. Don't do that. That's a mistake. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's what happened. Doing that caused my armhole to be larger than the sleeve because I didn't know how to do that same adjustment on the sleeve to make it fit in right. And besides that, it was too tight and I could hardly move my arm. So if anybody cares, that's what happened. All right, and so after I finished this blouse, that goes with these Jaylee jeans that I'm wearing to church on Sunday. Said you wanted to see. I don't have them on, of course, but you can still see. I decided to make another blouse. And so, remember I showed you the pattern on the board that I started to make before my Sure Fit Designs? So, I thought this was cute fabric. I found it at Hobby Lobby. Oh, my little granddaughter's here, you guys. I gotta go. It has watermelon seeds on it. So, I thought it was cute. So, anyway, I'll be back. I gotta get ready to go see my Lindy. I'll be back in a minute. Probably more like an hour. Look what Lindy brought me for my birthday. My very first birthday present. Actually, sort of my second. Because I went to Mardell yesterday and bought myself a new Bible. Oh my gosh, I should go get it and show it to you. It's really pretty. And so when Jerry called a while ago and said he was coming for my birthday, I said, well, don't buy me anything. I said, I got myself something yesterday and you can give it to me for my birthday. So I guess that's sort of my first present. And so this would be my second present. Isn't that sweet? She came all the way over here to give it to me. That is so sweet. She's 21 now and she's in nursing college. And she's moved out from her mom and dad and she lives with a roommate and the roommate's boyfriend. And there's the usual problems involved with that. But she's just so grown up. She's just so grown up and so sweet and so mature. And this next semester she's going to be working in neonatal with the little babies. And so I think that's really sweet. Anyway, I probably should sign off for now because I can't even remember what I was rambling on about. And I just got a text a minute ago saying that my new baby Luke is on his way over with his daddy and his mama. So I have to hurry up and clean up my entire house and make it baby-proof before they get here. So I'll be back. Probably when Jerry goes back to the other house, I'll be back. All right. Bye for now, y'all.